Hello, fight fans, and welcome to the CES MMA Watch Party. I'm Adam Palazzo, and tonight we take a look at the history of the CES MMA World Lightweight Championship. The division is one of the most competitive in the company, and tonight we take a look at some of the best of the best. First, let's take you back to February 1st, 2013. CES MMA Undisputed 2, Twin River Casino, the inaugural lightweight title fight, as Abner Lovares, former Spanish Olympic boxer, battles one of the biggest fan favorites in CES MMA history, Mike the Beast Campbell. It was the first complete sellout of Twin River Casino by CES MMA, with more to follow. Let's go back to this historic night.
5-minute rounds for the lightweight title.
Here we go, Scott.
This is the latest. Got goosebumps. Let's go.
Mike Campbell in the blue trunks, Viveris in the dark red. 5 rounds for the CES MMA lightweight title.
Inside leg kick by Campbell. Well, that's something that most boxers, as I said earlier, have a hard time picking up on, is the hips on those kicks. Nice straight left hand by Campbell, in and out.
Yeah, nice job ducking out of more trouble.
And again, there's a height difference here too, and Mike keeps a real low stance. He's nice and calm, he's relaxed. Abner the same.
Both fighters just feeling each other out here in the opening minute of
Absolutely,
round number one.
lots of mutual respect, Mike. You hit that nail on the head. Nice little short left hand as Abner was passing through by Campbell. Straight left hand by Campbell again, landing. Now you can hear Abner's corner yelling, win that foot, to keep that outside position, but Campbell is actually doing that very well right now.
Campbell pulling with that right jab to set up the left. It's worked well early.
Abner with a little bit of a blitz, not very controlled, but just enough to let him know I'm coming, I'm still here. Nice body kick, nice liver kick there, just off the liver. If it actually hit the liver, it would be back on the ground again.
We'd be seeing a replay of the Sukumtov fight if that occurred.
Rear teep, that's something I haven't seen from Abner before. Nice job, gonna pull out all the stops for this fight, I'm sure. There's a lot riding on this fight, Mike. You really hit that topic very well. Both these guys, this is big for both.
These are the kind of fights that can make or break a career, especially considering where both fighters are in their respective careers.
It's to continue to shoot up the ladder or hit the reset button and start walking slowly up it again. I'd like to see Campbell keep working those kicks. They were scoring early. There it is again. Interesting, while we'll both see nice double left hand by Campbell, we'll both see Abner really work well off that jab, but the jab's almost obsolete when it's a southpaw. You know, and that, I honestly believe that this is giving Abner a little bit of trouble. Campbell doing a nice job throwing the 2-1 and coming back with the leg. Nice job by Abner throwing the leg. One of those things like, I have legs too.
Campbell doing a nice job getting in quickly, landing and getting back out and controlling the pace of the fight in the center of the cage.
Now Abner's starting to use his legs a little bit, so now this means Mike has to pay attention to that.
2 minutes to go in round number 1 of the scheduled 5-round bout for the CES MMA lightweight title.
This is actually exactly what I expected out of the first round. Both guys feeling each other out, you know, finding a distance. I guess we got a little
slightly below the belt, but
a cup check here.
Mike Campbell acknowledged it.
Yep, starting right away. Nice job. Both guys show respect, tapping gloves. Of course, it was inadvertent. Inside leg kick by Abner that took that front leg right out from Michael.
Campbell went down quickly, but popped right back up.
He was working to come inside, so it was well timed by Abner. He was trying to really plant and throw a punch on that, and Abner kicked it right out from underneath him. Both men real loose, real relaxed, focused, good pop on everything still.
And both the patient. This is a 5-round fight.
Yeah, Tit for tat, ladies and gentlemen, tit for tat. Inside leg kick by Michael. That again kept Abner off balance. Abner kind of leaped in. It looked like he turned that ankle a little bit. See if that plays a role. Like to see Mike double up the straight left hand, or Abner double up his right against the opposite opponent. Inside leg kick, outside leg kick. Could this be a little more evenly matched? Top of the head, that right hand landed just the top of Mike's head. So nice job coming underneath it, and it was like a grazing shot.
It's definitely been as good as advertised. 30 seconds to go in round number 1 of a scheduled 5-round bout.
I'm on the edge of my seat, and Abner just threw a double jab and didn't follow through, didn't lean in on it. I don't think I've ever seen him not commit to a punch like that. That's a show of respect, and I'm in it. Both fighters exchange well. Nice straight left hand by Campbell on that one. 10-second mark, both fighters heard it. Ride this round out.
Strong first round, Scott. Both fighters staying on their feet.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Rather lightweight title on the line. Mike Campbell in the blue trunks. Viveris in the dark red.
Straight left hand, that was a thudder. Nice distance, nice double up with the left hand by, now he's going to the body, Campbell did. He spun Abner around. Rear leg followed by a straight left hand. Mike's starting to feel his range and his distance. Abner count is well done.
He's really opening up here in the first 30 seconds. Not afraid to exchange with a former Olympic boxer.
Nice check of that rear leg. Was well thrown, but Mike was out in front of it. Straight left again. Campbell definitely the more active fighter here.
And the more accurate fighter as well, really landing effectively in this opening minute. When you consider it's a 5-round fight that can really soften somebody up over the course of time.
It can. And you know, Abner's got a lot of amateur boxing under his belt. The difference between amateur and pro boxing, 3 rounds. They never go past the 3-round mark. So let's see if Abner can do 5. 5 MMA pro rounds. Nice combination. Mike was a little short. He should kind of bring in his feet, needs to bring his feet with him. There he goes, he adjusted. But Abner didn't score anything clean.
When you talk about conditioning, certainly that's not a factor for Mike Campbell, one of the most well-conditioned athletes in this sport.
Yeah, it really is. Mike's right hand is dropping when he throws the left. I'd like to see him keep that up. Otherwise, Abner's going to capitalize on it with a short left hook. Mike is in phenomenal shape all the time, Mike, you're right.
And with that said, you wouldn't expect the 4th or 5th round to really be a determining factor. Sometimes when a fighter hasn't fought a 5-round fight, that can be a factor down the stretch.
Well, that's just it. Is, you know, Mike and Abner, neither one of them, nice exchange by both fighters. Both the guys are slipping a little bit here on these punches, which means they're rooting down and really trying to rip. Straight right hand by Abner lands. Straight left hand by Campbell lands.
Great exchange in round 2.
Oh, the double, triple uppercuts from Campbell.
Campbell tried a short spinning back kick that
he got jammed. Abner jammed it well. Nice. That was a spinning back kick. Yeah, Mike. Short kick, double left hand. It looked like a headbutt. Accidental, of course. Campbell gets his back.
I think Viveris might be cut. I can't tell from this angle.
Yes, he's definitely cut. He's wiping it off.
Was that the result of a headbutt or a...
No. It looked to me like it was an accidental butt by Abner to Michael on the way up. But Abner's definitely got something in his eye. I believe the cut is from right the top of the head.
Hard to see from this angle, but we'll certainly get a look at it when we can.
Abner trying to shoot that single, trying to work that single. Mike's doing his best to fight it off. Abner's really looking to get him down with this. Mike's looking for the guillotine.
Does he have it locked in well enough?
I can't see. The head's definitely deep enough, but he's only got one arm. He's letting go of it now. Abner's doing a good job of trying to get control of his hips and not allowing Mike to explode up.
A minute and a half to go in round number 2.
That takedown could pay dividends in a tight, contested round like this.
Every takedown counts. Every strike counts.
Mike did a great job of getting back up off the mat here. Abner's got double unders, and he's pumping him into the cage. And he's also trying to use the top of his head, like we talked about earlier, to push Mike Campbell's head up, the jockeying for head position. Both fighters just looking for inches here, just a little bit, just enough, just a little leverage to make the other guy move. Short elbow by Albert on the exchange there.
Nice timing. 45 seconds to go. Yveris has Campbell pressed against that cage.
Mike Campbell trying to sweep there. Abner trying to knee to the belly. Both of these guys. Now Abner shoots back down underneath. He's got one leg, and he's trying to pick the rear ankle, and he does, and Mike spins him around.
Nice job.
This is where Campbell is incredibly strong for 55. A lot of just, as you can tell, former power lifter, plenty of strength, and he just muscled that reverse.
It's a tremendous combination of strength and speed, and somewhat elusive as well, getting to his feet.
Without a doubt. Man, this is a great fight.
Final 10 seconds of round 2.
Nice kick. Abner tried to counter that, and Mike just got out of the way.
Another great round in the books of this.
I just want to stand up and applaud.
Here we go, round number 3. Mike Campbell, Abner Yveris for the CES MMA lightweight title. 2 tough rounds in the books. Campbell in the blue trunks, Yveris in the dark red.
That's the second or third time that Abner's thrown that rear teep, and because there's a height difference and Mike has a low stance, he's trying to put a nice straight left hand by Campbell. He's trying to put that, Abner's trying to put that right in Michael's face.
Those straight lefts have been a big factor for Campbell.
Inside leg kick.
And he's followed up brilliantly with those kicks as well.
Nice drop to the nice exchange. Abner with a couple of kicks there. Mike circles off. I have to agree with you. Both fighters are throwing very good combinations. Look at the chess game that just played out the last 5 seconds. Both guys staring each other down. A little shoulder movement here, a little shoulder movement there. Are you going to bite on it? These are just 2 very highly skilled, very well educated fighters. Nice short left hand by Abner. We have an accidental eye poke? Do we really?
Possibly.
I'd love to see the replay of that. That looked like it was a punch to me.
I tend to agree with you on that one, Scott. I didn't see anything inadvertent, but Yveris is rubbing on his
Sometimes
right
you can
and
be
left
confused, a knuckle going into the eye.
Which is essentially a punch. Oh, the referee is trying to get the lowdown from Yveris to see what the situation is here. Let's take a look, Scott.
Here's the exchange. No, I'm mistaken. Mike's right hand went up to about Abner's shoulder and ended up a finger went straight up into his eye. Definitely inadvertent. Mike was looking to do a takedown, which would be to hold the leg and push the shoulder down, and he caught him in the eye.
Well, eerily similar to the Pingator fight earlier on tonight.
But they stopped that one. Yeah, you don't want to see anything like that. We have gloves that have finger holes in them, and this happened. Straight left hand by Campbell, then to the body. Nice exchange, both fighters.
Campbell mixing in those kicks and punches, and now trying to press Yveris against the cage for a takedown. Nice reverse.
Yep, definitely reversed him. Mike's got a little bit of blood coming to his nose. I don't know if that was accidental headbutt on the takedown coming in. I didn't see a punch. I think they might have clashed.
It looks pretty bad, Scott, too. You're right, they might have clashed on the way in.
Yeah, Mike ducked his head, unless there was a knee that I didn't see, which is plausible, but highly unlikely.
3 minutes to go in the 3rd round.
Because I know my partner would have seen it.
Can't get them all, Scott.
Abner again looking to shoot that single, trying to work a single leg takedown. And Mike again trying to use a nice look at that. Abner trying to drop into one and Mike shot him off. He's got the arm around guillotine. Abner grabbed the leg and drove down.
Yeah, he just drove
trying
right
to hit
back
that
down.
switch. You'll see Campbell. He's been working a lot of wrestling with Brendan Ward, a lot of wrestling with Pat Walsh. He feels very comfortable here. And we know everybody up at Team Link is phenomenal. You got Gabriel Gonzaga and the rest of that whole bunch of studs up there. So Abner's well versed in this as well. Mike again trying to work that. I don't know if he's trying to work the guillotine or just possibly a prior 10 finger. Short punches by Campbell. Abner keeps Mike pinned to the cage.
You see Campbell breathing heavily through his mouth, and I think that nosebleed's a factor, Scott.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Sometimes it's debatable whether a cut over the eye or a nosebleed's more of a detrimental factor. I think in this case, the nosebleed certainly
if it's your
affects the
first
breathing.
time, if it's your first time you get your nose broken and you're not accustomed to, if you try to breathe in through your nose again, if you just don't let it drain, yeah, you'll choke on it for sure.
1.5 minutes to go in round number 3.
Abner again still trying to take down, working short knees on the inside, and Campbell having good head control. Both guys are active. That's why Kevin McDonald, the referee, is letting them work. No one's trying to stall here. Mike's trying to stuff Abner's head down, and Abner was able to loop it out.
Rivera's trying to impose his will.
Yeah, it's starting to trickle now, that blood. It's not a big flow. Nice knee to the body off the cage.
It seems like more of a nuisance than anything else.
I agree, nuisance, good terminology.
Final minute of round 3.
Nice reversal. Campbell trying very hard to get off that cage. Abner did a fantastic job of keeping him there. Abner's reaching down for a double. He's trying to scoop right underneath Mike's waist. He's down to both knees trying to drive up. Campbell now is trying to get an underhook and a nice wide base to prevent the pickup from happening. 15 seconds left in the round. Takedown here, and keeping a person there could be significant. But again, a great job by Mike Campbell. Great takedown defense. Nice short elbows right at the belt.
That'll do it for the 3rd round.
Looks like the bleeding slowed down significantly. Maybe it just broke a little pop right there.
Last 2 fights have gone the distance, so he's used to this. Hasn't fought the 5-rounder yet, so this is uncharted territory, at least for Mike Campbell. Rivera has fought 5-round fights before. He's fought title fights in M1.
Yes, that's right.
So he's been down this road a bit, but again, like we talked about, conditioning not really a factor when you're talking about Mike Campbell.
You know, everybody gets fatigued. You got adrenaline that drops and lactic acid's building up like no one's business in here. But you're going to let it overwhelm you mentally. Right now, this is a mental part of the game. Both guys are mentally strong. You see that exchange? No one's backing down. Both guys feel like this is their fight to win. Straight left hand by Campbell. Nice rear leg by Campbell. I would like to see Campbell throw a straight left hand and come back with a straight right. Nice combination by Mike Campbell. He slipped that right hand from Abner and was able to double up the left hook.
Campbell working the body. He's working
nice
upstairs,
job.
working the kicks.
He's
really
definitely landing more punches.
Yeah.
Nice body shot again with that rear leg by Mike Campbell.
I think for the better part of this fight, Scott, he has outworked him in the striking game.
Without a doubt.
Which you don't see too often against Abner Rivera.
Mike Campbell, to me, at this moment, looks better than I've seen him in his last 3 fights. He's relaxed, he's calm, he's in a good place. Abner is looking just as calm as he always has, with a little concern on his face. Like, what's this guy still doing here? Why does he still want to throw punches with me? Most people give up standing up with Abner by 3 rounds in.
It's true.
Nice job. Outside leg just to find the distance. Straight left hand by Campbell. Mike caught that kick, and again, he slipped very well. Abner with the takedown. This is what... This is an interesting turn here.
It is.
Abner feeling like he wasn't getting the better of the striking, and he wanted to take Mike down. And again, look, not only did he take him down, he hasn't advanced. He's holding him. He's catching his breath.
And typically it's the exact opposite for somebody like Abner Rivera, but this time getting the takedown. Now trying to bring down that right arm.
Well, he's also trying to pass him here and pinch those knees together.
Campbell driving those elbows down, trying to soften them up.
Right. Top of the head. Beautiful elbows, beautiful elbows. You see what that does is that takes that person and makes them move. No one wants to stand there for those. Mike Campbell also has a foot on Abner's hip. Abner needs to advance or attack from this position rather than just wait it out. He's taking a lot more damage.
He's taking more damage on the ground than he might have been standing up.
Yeah, Mike just snuck a knee in. Get ready for a sweep coming here. Abner definitely seen that coming and was reaching for it when Mike reclosed his guard. Abner going body head with the punches. Man, this is a technical, exciting fight. These guys are throwing punches and bunches. Great combinations, upstairs and down, and we have some great ground fighting going on as well right now.
We've seen a little bit of everything. We saw some striking earlier on. The fight sort of transitioned to the ground here in the latter stage.
And you saw what happened is Abner took Michael down in the middle of the floor, and Mike worked his way back to the cage to use it to get up, wall walk and get up.
He's halfway there.
He's just gonna, once he gets his feet planted, he's gonna base out now.
And now he may try for that takedown, Scott, with the left leg.
Well, you're gonna see Mike keep that left leg on the outside as not to get it, have Abner attack it and put it between his legs. What Abner would do is try to step over, put that leg between his, and spin him around to take him to the floor. So now he goes to shoot again, lower. Abner's got a deep. Campbell stepping up hard. There's that leg getting caught in between. Campbell has a sweep if he can finish it. Come on. Wow, I'm yelling, come on to Abner because I want to see these transitions. This is phenomenal.
Final minute of the fourth round.
High-end MMA going on. CES bringing you the best fighters in the region, hands down.
This is deserving of a championship bout. That's why these two are here fighting for this title. Two of the best in their sport, two of the best in this division.
Campbell's throwing short elbows, and Abner's countering with short knees. Abner again looking for that takedown.
Trying to shoot down again.
Yeah, and Mike working that crossface. And if you look underneath, he's got his fingers underneath his throat, and what he's trying to do is the ridge of his hand into his throat. It might not finish the choke, but it's going to make Abner very uncomfortable. What just happened? Okay, Kevin McDonald said they were stalling. There was no advancement going on, and he reset it.
Stands him up for the final 10 seconds.
Nice rear leg. This is an amazing, this is an awesome fight.
Campbell with the kicks, doing some damage at the end of round number 4. We've got one more to go. This one, I could call it a toss-up at this point. It's a real tough fight to score.
And don't bend at the waist. And that's what's happening is Abner's getting Mike up only when his the center of gravity goes from being nice and low to bent over. Fantastic advice, and that's about all you can do for either one of these guys. No one's made a significant mistake.
Here we go, 5th and final round of the CES MMA lightweight title bout between Abner Navarez in the dark red and Mike Campbell in the blue.
That straight left hand for Campbell has been a laser tonight. I mean, on the button, good pepper on it.
Pinpoint accurate all night. He's been following it up beautifully with the kicks.
He has.
Plenty of spring in his step here in the 5th round. Again with the kick, that one.
That was a heavy thudding kick.
Yeah.
Abner's kind of jumping in with that right hand. Nice combination by Abner. Campbell runs Abner to the cage and straight down. That's a power, clean across the cage takedown. Abner, to his credit, bounces right back up.
Those are the kind of championship moves you need in the 5th round of a title fight, Scott.
To have that kind of gas and strength, you're right, Mike.
That could really turn the tide.
Now here you're going to see Campbell look to get underneath Abner's hips and pick him straight up. Abner was going for a Kimura. Mike stepped out the back door to get back control.
I think at this point, both fighters feel the need to do something dynamic to possibly...
Abner's now turning inside, trying to get that single leg. And again, Mike's corner advised him in between rounds not to bend over at the hip, and that's what you want to see here is Mike to kind of sit down and get a much wider base.
We'll see who can deliver that exclamation point, Scott, in this final round.
It looked like Abner did a great job taking Mike down, and Mike right back to his feet. Abner again, that's something he's done 2 or 3 times. As Campbell starts to get back up, he reaches inside and leg trips him down. Also, Abner's right hand and left both are holding Mike's far right ankle to pick that ankle and not allow him to stand back up again.
Tough position here for Campbell. Uveras has him pressed against that cage, like you said, 2 hands on that ankle, not allowing him to use the cage to get back up.
Abner needs to do something with this position, or else Kevin McDonald might still back up again, you know. Now both hands are off Michael's ankle. Michael's going to try to stand up. Abner, I'm quite sure, is going to try to shoot right back down. And he did. He attacked a single leg. Short elbows again by Campbell. Now you see Abner step over to pull that leg between his again. This is some high-end jiu-jitsu going on right here. Both guys, Mike shooting for that underhook is not to give Abner the ability to pick him straight up. Abner's getting there. Mike's posting out. Abner finishes the takedown for a split second. Campbell right back up. If you're a fan of MMA and you're not enjoying this fight, please, somebody hit you with adrenaline. This is a great fight.
This fight has had a little bit of everything, whether you like striking, whether you like grappling.
10-finger guillotine, it looks like Campbell had for a second, and Abner was working very diligently to get out of it. He sat down, popped his hips out to escape that choke. Mike had a nice little choke going at the moment.
Yeah, nice shot by Uveras to get out of that one. Gets back up to one knee.
Who wants it more, the last 90 seconds of this fight?
This is it. This is where titles are won. And we'll see if somebody can put an exclamation point on this dynamic bout. As good as advertised in the main event, Mike Campbell and Abner Uveras, final minute and a half. Again, Uveras just bringing him right back down.
And he's looking for that single. Now watch Abner step over the leg again. That's what he likes to do. Mike Campbell actually had the back of Abner's head pressed straight down to the mat, not allowing him to use his head. Campbell switching him with 100%. Short punches here. Good sprawl. And he stopped that leg. He stopped that takedown by reaching out and preventing him grabbing the leg. Mike needs to get up. And, you know, you can judge this that Abner's keeping him in a position, but not working. Like we talked about earlier with the Saul Almeida fight, you can stay in that position and say it's lay and pray, but you're not getting up. It's incumbent upon you to get up.
Is he doing enough to win the fight? But on the flip side, is the opponent doing anything to combat it? Final 30 seconds. Campbell back to his feet. Most of this round has been spent with Campbell's back pressed against the cage. We'll see how that plays into the judging.
Now here comes your reset. 15 seconds left of this round. Keep your chin down, boys.
Crowd on its feet. Closing seconds of the bout. And that'll do it.
That was an amazing fight. Both these guys fought amazing tonight.
Campbell would go on to retire, and on August 8th, 2014, CES MMA will look to crown a new champion. Another huge fan favorite from Rhode Island, Louis Rockstar Felix, looked to take over the reins as champ from his teammate. But in the way was one of the most controversial characters in UFC history, Julian Night Train Lane. We joined the fight in action. It was the premiere edition of CES MMA on Access TV. CES MMA 25, August 8th, 2014. Louis Felix versus Julian Lane.
Underway, Michael Chiavello, Pat Miletich with you. Southpaw stance on the Rockstar. Looks for the inside leg early, does Lane. Outside leg kick from Lane.
Felix doing a good job getting out of the way. Shouldn't get hit with those anyway. Not getting set up.
Nice check from Felix. Brings up the shin against the outside leg kick. Probing with a jab here, both men, using it as a rangefinder. Looks for the inside leg, does Lane.
They're switching up, going from southpaw to conventional now.
Looks for the inside leg, but it wasn't there. Switches back to southpaw, does Felix. Outside leg kick from Lane.
Felix just figuring out the timing right now.
Just testing the water here in the first round. Resets now, Felix.
Just figuring out how fast everything comes at him.
Still in southpaw stance, Lewis Felix. Orthodox stance on Lane.
Tell you what, Lane's stout.
Good inside leg kick there. Front kick off the back leg from Felix. Cross bell far short. Felix, who fought on the very first CES MMA show, defeated Joe Chavez by submission right here at Twin River Casino.
Lane faking that round kick, throwing the push kick.
Felix does have 6 first-round wins to his name. He says he's been working off the switch step, working different angles and attacking with the uppercut. Says that Lane is open to the uppercuts. Felix, who wrestled in college, was All-American in high school. Lane, never been submitted. Strong wrestling background himself. Comes in having won his last 2.
Some fans out there might remember Lane from the Ultimate Fighter show, wreaking havoc in the house a little bit.
Indeed.
Ornery guy.
Faking with the cross here is the rock star, Lewis Felix. Lane did say that Felix doesn't like to get hit. Predicted he'd tire him the first, finish him the second. We are far from that at the moment, though. Both men still fresh. Hasn't been a lot of connecting here in the first round. Just a real filling out process. This one's set for 5 rounds, though. Few people believe it will go the distance. 2 men with high stoppage ratios.
Both guys definitely extending the feeling out process quite a bit here. Time to get to work.
High right roundhouse there from Felix, who actually turned his career around after a slow start. He was 2-4 at the start of his career, Lewis Felix. Comes in tonight 11-7. 7-3-1 on Julian Lane. Inside leg kick from Lewis Felix. Left cross there from the southpaw.
Nice.
Good hook.
Great counter.
High right roundhouse.
Tried to set up that head kick.
Front kick to the midsection. Felix slowly turning up the pressure here. By no means a barn burner in the first round. Little slip there. Felix getting a little acrobatic. Leg kick from Felix will end the round. We go to the tap. Ball up. A chance go up for Lewis Felix inside the Twin River Casino as we get underway in the second round of fight. Left hand coming. There it is from Lewis.
Yeah, I think Felix feels he's got him figured out a little bit now. Time to get to work.
Outside leg kick from Lane.
Checking nice and light with that kick. Seeing if he's going to defend it.
Lewis did say that Lane is open up the center. See if he can exploit that here in the second round. And there's a straight left. That being the cross out of the southpaw stance. Wild overhand right from Lane. Leads to a clinch up from Lewis.
Nice job, Felix, getting his hips in there, driving him back, smart.
Short knee from Lewis Felix. Nice knee to the inside thigh from Felix. Lane turns him around, puts him against the cage.
Yeah, Lane put a little power on him there, got the body lock, the over-under. put the squeeze on him to turn him. He's defending that choke with his hand, reaching across. He's got to make a decision here.
Glancing up at the corner here, Luis Felix. Bit of a bored look on his face, as if he wants the referee to break this one. Not while he's in this position, though.
They're just hanging out.
Takedown attempt here from Lane. Still can't get Felix down.
Had his hands locked, but Felix switched his legs and broke the grip. Something that Dan Henderson did great for a lot of years when people tried taking him down.
Felix glancing up at the big screens here in the arena to better gauge his position.
Come on, guys.
Going for it. Got him trapped down in the well.
And can he sink the choke here on Lane? Second round, Luis Felix. Can he do it? Halfway point to the round.
Trying to scoot his hips out a little bit more.
Lane could be in trouble.
It's getting tight.
The crowd thinks it's all over.
Battle of wills here. Oh, he's fighting to get out of that, yeah.
And Lane is free.
Nice work getting out of that. He was trapped down in the well, bad positioning.
Half guard now, top position for Julian Lane. Let's go with the left hand.
Julian Lane in a good position here. See if he can land some elbows.
And very nonchalant look on the face of Luis Felix. Still half guard here for Julian Lane.
Lane trying to freeze Felix's head in one place, driving his chin like he is now underneath the forehead, underneath the chin, and then being able to throw that elbow once you get the head frozen. But when you take your head off, Felix knows the punch is coming or the elbow's coming.
This is the round that Luis Felix said he would win the fight in. I should say Lane said he'd win the fight in the second round. It was to take the back of Felix.
Felix being smart, keeping that hand control on the way up. Beautiful.
Felix breaks up. Crowd expecting some striking now. Felix edges forward. Nice round kick to the lower right rib cage from Luis Felix. Straight left down the tube. Outside leg kick Lane. Outside leg kick again. Felix tracking him. Got a throw here though, Felix.
He's got to cut him off, quit circling with him. Got to step to his right.
Left high roundhouse.
Almost got it there.
Hard one to connect with when Lane is circling to the left.
10 seconds.
Lane smiling at it. Misses with two hooks.
Oh!
Now Lane's attempt for a choke.
Wow.
How
Quick.
the pendulum has swung.
Tight.
Oh, it's over.
Clean break.
Or is the round over? Round's over.
Wow. that was
Right
tight
before the
there.
bell. And Felix to calm down here in the third.
Just keep your composure. Don't get crazy. Don't get into a brawl with this guy. He's a powerful kid. He's going to throw heaters at you. Try to pick him apart. Use composure.
Both men had their chances to sink the subs in the second. It's a fight that has happened in spurts, sporadic spurts of action. When they have let it go, it's been thoroughly entertaining. Jabs from Felix. Circling into the right side of Felix's body, away from that power side, being the left side. Felix is going to start cutting off the gauge.
Yeah, he's got to start stepping hard right. 45-degree angles, not circling with him like this, but stepping past his lead foot hard.
Nice counter right hand there from Luis Felix. Linking heavily here, Lane. Maybe some sweat running into the eyes. Now Felix cutting off that movement. That's a little more like it.
Both guys' jabs are negated. It's a great opportunity when you have opposing stances. Feint that jab and come around with the hook and then follow up with the cross.
Comments from UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. Round kick to the waist there from Felix, had no mustard behind it. Jab has set up the left cross.
Yeah, this is where the lead hook can definitely come in handy because Lane is circling so hard into that hand.
Left hand down the center for Luis Felix, but just not quite getting the distance. Counter left there from Lane. Still no starch though in these hands of Luis Felix. Cuts a side kick down the center. Counter right hand from Lane. You wonder if one man's going to put the foot down as we approach the halfway mark of the third and start throwing some flurries for the other's jaw. Nice kick to the guts there from Luis Felix.
Had a little torque on it. Oh, should have let it go.
Should have let the high left roundhouse go indeed.
If anything, just trying to destroy that rear arm.
Now something is causing Lane to blink heavily again. I do think it's maybe some perspiration getting into his eyes here. Still, both men just seeing what the other has to offer. It was Lane who came in the favourite, minus 205. Felix, the underdog, at plus 160, though. Has looked the more comfortable striker of the two. Outside leg kick from Lane.
Both still apprehensive of each other's power, I think.
He is the perfect word, Pat. Apprehensive indeed. Neither man really letting go and loosening up. Lane shrugs it off, as if to say, is that the best you can do? Lane edging forward, wants to throw that right cross. Can't get in there yet.
Yeah, more feints and fakes out of these guys.
He's got the right cocked and ready here, Lane. Just wants the timing, wants the distance. Could fake the leg kick and go for the right hand down the center. Step through off the back leg if you want.
Oh,
there it is!
Big right.
You could see it coming from 30 seconds ago.
Oh, losing position, going for the submission.
As at the beginning of the end for Luis Felix. Beautiful right hand from Lane. Got him down, locks him up now. Plenty of time still left to sink this. Right at the end of the round, like it was in the second.
Wow. He could be out. He's out.
That's good night, Irene. Open the fridge. Luis Felix is out cold. Lane put him to sleep. Wow. Lane put Felix to sleep with a vicious choke.
Following that night, Lane successfully defended the title against Lucas Cruz, and then 1 year later, after the first fight, the rematch was made, Lane versus Felix 2. This time with a different result, as Luis Rockstar Felix was crowned the champion after a 3-round unanimous decision. However, due to an injury, Felix was forced to retire and relinquish the title. On April 6, 2018, a new champion was crowned. Nate the Steak Andrews fought Chris Padilla from CES MMA 49.
Also have a slight reach advantage in both the arms and the legs.
The following fight is scheduled for 5 rounds in the lightweight division and is for the vacant CES World Lightweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red and black trunks. He weighed in at 155 pounds. His pro record stands at 9 wins and 3 losses, with 3 victories by submission and another 4 by way of knockout. Hailing from Gardena, California, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Taco Padilla. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the snake print trunks. He weighed in at 154 pounds. His pro record stands at 12 wins, 1 loss, with 7 big victories by submission and another 5 by knockout. Hailing from Providence, Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen, Nate the Snake Andrews.
Both teams are giving you instructions. Touch gloves now if you like. It's fine.
Closing odds according to MMAOddsBreaker.com and Nick Kalikas. Nate Andrews comes in at minus 420. The challenger Chris Padilla plus 300. The underdog but late money coming in on Padilla. Earlier tonight he was a 4-1 underdog. Here we go. Former CES lightweight champ Luis Felix vacated the belt.
Padilla's coming out. Oh, nice knee by Andrews.
Oh, big shots. Both fighters coming down, and Andrews ends up on his butt and gets right back up. Nice kick to the body, and now to the head.
Beautiful. Needs to do more knees in that clinch when he's in tight. Keep that chin down also. Don't let Padilla come over the top.
5 knockouts, victories for Nate Andrews.
Andrews needs to control the center of the cage.
Oh,
nice.
He stuck Padilla.
Sneaky little hook there.
4 knockout victories for Padilla.
Oh, he got hurt. That left hand hurt Andrews.
Both these fighters coming out firing. Trading shots.
Oh, nice.
What a combination from Andrews. Somehow Padilla shook it off.
Nice job digging out of that takedown. Got the underhook, lifted Andrews, now getting the takedown. Andrews trying to get back to guard here.
Furious pace for this CES lightweight title fight.
Nice job by Padilla stepping over that leg, getting the half guard. Stepping to mount that easily. Wow.
And now posturing up and transitioning, trying to take the back is Chris Padilla.
I'm surprised Padilla isn't throwing elbows. Physical fight here.
Absolutely. 2 guys who look like they want to walk away with the strap tonight. Approaching the 3-minute mark, round 1. We are scheduled for 5.
Nate Andrews at 12-1 knows that he's on the brink of going to the UFC. So he's going to fight hard, and you know it. Padilla being 22 years old, you're in a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Padilla said that Andrews, the veteran, hey, he's tricky. He just can't get caught. I'm going to pressure him. He feels that he would break him and change up the range a little bit.
You're telling Nate to stand up.
That was Andrews' game plan. He said he felt he could pick him apart on the feet, capture his neck, ended in the 2nd round. But
Padilla just really mauling him here. Trying to put the hook in, he gets it. Got the other hook in. Nate Andrews, oh buddy, this is getting tight.
It could be closing time for Nate Andrews.
Wow, he's got the top hand, he stripped it off, nice work.
Chris Padilla looking to end this fight.
Nate Andrews needs to turn into him, get his hips up, get his hips up.
What
it's a race,
escape.
There it is, nice work.
And now,
back and forth, here we go.
Andrews from top position. Padilla struggling to get up, and Andrews takes the back of Padilla.
One mistake.
There it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice escape from Padilla. Oh, Andrews, nasty uppercut.
Those knees to the body are effective by Andrews. A lot more elbows inside also.
Incredible flurry.
I don't know what he was trying there, that step behind trip. Oh, nice back elbow.
Just missed with a nasty elbow. Still caught him.
He's in Padilla's fight right now, though. He's in a brawl, and he's got to be able to control this. Nice spinning elbow.
Spinning elbow, but Padilla comes back. Unbelievable action. 1 minute to go, round one.
Oh, gave up his back with that headlock. Wow.
This is incredible. The CES lightweight strap up for grabs. Padilla and Andrews putting on a show.
Padilla physical. This is the fight he wants. An absolute brawl. Nate going for a triangle, missed it.
Padilla continuing to work. Again, Andrews, the 33-year-old, can he keep up this furious pace against a 22-year-old Padilla?
Andrews looked fatigued over there against the cage when they were on their feet before they hit the ground.
Bell sounds, and a much-needed break for not only the fighters, but for us as well. Furious action to open up this lightweight championship fight.
Close to him, that right hook is there, you understand?
Well, they started fast, let's just put it that way. Both these guys, Padilla pressing the pace, forcing Andrews to fight at his pace. Here's the left round kick. Lucky it was just foot. Didn't want that to be shin bone on Padilla's half. And Nate Andrews throwing good kicks, good knees to the body also that were effective in that first round. They're going at it like cats and dogs.
Oh, you're not kidding.
There's a spinning elbow. Catches Padilla. Padilla's right back at him, blasts him with the right hand up against the cage. Beautiful fight. First round was great.
Violent shots delivered by both fighters.
Like I said, these are the kind of guys you have to beat to get into the UFC.
You bet.
And so here it is, Nate Andrews going at it with a young hammer.
We're set for round number 2. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Padilla and Andrews.
Nate Andrews needs to step outside of that right hand when it comes and drop his left on Padilla. Got to get that angle. You can see him wanting to lean that way.
Let's check in with Phoenix in Padilla's corner.
Padilla's corner has a lot of faith in him. They're saying Andrews is tired. I mean, apparently not through that right hand, but they want him to not stand in front, which is why he just got hit. They want him to use those angles. They're saying that the right hook is there to use that and also to touch him up at the body. They believe that Nate Andrews is tired, and they're going to continue to tire him out.
Great stuff. Thank you, Phoenix.
And this is a good way for Padilla to wear him out, keep him on the ground and grind on him, punish him as much as he can. Nice job stepping over. Locking the hands, going to yank the legs back out. Fatiguing for Nate Andrews here. Padilla was looking to stack him and choke him.
Padilla just smothering Andrews.
Padilla gave up position on that, got sloppy. Nice job by Nate Andrews capitalizing. Got too high and too much of a hurry. He's got the neck.
The veteran will make you pay. Nate the Snake
Look at
Andrews.
that. Wow, wow, wow.
Looked like he almost tapped. Padilla hanging on.
It was close, buddy. It was close. He's got his chin in there a little bit. What's happening? Is he going out?
The Snake tightening his grip.
Padilla's getting out of it.
Padilla snaps out. Unbelievable.
And then he turned back over. Why did he turn back over? He gave up his neck again. Holy cow.
Can Andrews end this fight?
You know he's squeezing for all he's worth.
Going for broke. How is Chris Padilla holding on?
Got it.
Over and out.
Wow.
Nate Andrews is the new CES lightweight champion.
He earned that one. He earned that one. That was all out, he and Padilla.
The emotion pouring out of the 33-year-old veteran Nate Andrews in his 13th appearance in the CES promotion. He will walk away with the lightweight strap.
The new champion, Nate the Snake Andrews, from East Providence, Rhode Island, and currently still the CES MMA lightweight world champion. He defended the title not once, but twice, and possibly could be back in the CES MMA cage in the near future. But right now, let's close the show with Nate's second title defense against Bryce Logan from CES MMA's debut show on UFC Fight Pass, CES MMA 54. Thank you for watching. I'm Adam Palacio, and we'll see you at the next CES MMA Watch Party, Friday nights at 8 on Facebook and YouTube.
375, Nate Andrews, the champion, minus 565. We are underway. The CES lightweight 155-pound title fight. Nate Andrews and Dewan Owens. 14 total submissions for these two lightweights. Hit us up on Facebook, hashtag CES51. Ron Kruk, Pat Militich, Phoenix Carnivale with you here at CES51.
Andrews so far, good movement, getting out of the way of those kicks.
Whoa! High kick by Andrews. Is on his back.
Owens very good, booting that leg out from underneath him right away.
Owens does not mind fighting off his back. Dewan Owens, 6 submission victories for him.
Comes an elbow. Boom, hacking elbows.
Called that one, Pat. Saw it coming.
Posting up, look, he's going for an Umaquata or triangle setup, key lock. Trying to get those angles. There's triangle.
There goes the snake.
Owens better posture up, quick. Get tight.
Coiling around Dewan Owens. The snake.
Got the leg hooked. Now he's
taking his time. He says he's out. And he's right. Nate Andrews.
Oh, his leg.
7th first round finish for the snake. And first successful title defense for Nate Andrews. The CES champion making quick work of Dewan Owens. And the celebration here in Happy birthday begins.
Amazing triangle right there. Locks it up. It was slick. He worked for it. Dewan Owens goes to sleep. Those long legs pay off. There he is. See how he scooped the leg? Then he transitions, locks his hands so he can squeeze his arms together onto his legs to create more pressure, and that finishes. Dewan Owens is sleeping.
Bedtime came early for Dewan Owens as Nate Andrews successful in his first ever title defense.
And people keep underestimating Nate Andrews, and he says he loves it.
Totally.
And it enables him to sneak up on people. People go, man, I didn't realize you were that good. He's proven it time and time again.
And you heard Dewan Owens saying he's been groomed in CES, not fed, but groomed. And Nate Andrews, his response was, they all say that until I choke them out.
Right. Good for Nate. Very definitive finish.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Another win for New England Combat and the Triforce team. Rick McCoy, Robert Rush, friend of Dewan Owens, with their fighter, but it's the snake, Nate Andrews, with another win. Let's get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute and 34 seconds into round number 1 by technical submission via triangle, and still champion of the world, Nate the Snake Andrews.
Slithering his way to another successful title defenses, and Nate Andrews, and still CES lightweight champion. He's standing by with Felix Carnevale.
Nate, we talked, and you were like, oh, maybe, won't be a first round finish, First round finish, the 7th one in your career. First title defense, how are you feeling right now?
First off, first thing I'm gonna say is I wouldn't be able to do this without the grace of God and Jesus. So, first thing, all this wouldn't be happening for me in my life if it wasn't for that. And I feel great. They say you're not a real champion until you defend your title. And I just defended my title, so I guess I'm a real champion.
Well, it was so tight. I mean, you just sunk that in like a snake, just like a boa constrictor. Let's take a look at your handiwork right now. Walk us through.
He was very tight in the guard, so I tried to work a couple elbows and shrimp out, make some space. He was holding on tight, so I was gonna switch for omoplata at one point, but I saw the opening for the triangle, so I locked it in tight. I dropped some elbows so he'd bring his arm across so I could close that grip tighter. And then I hooked his leg, and then he dropped, and I was like, I didn't know if that's the way he defends, but then I was like, oh, he's out.
Well, it's just a success again. How do you celebrate?
I'm gonna celebrate tonight with my friends, my family, go out, enjoy the night, enjoy the weekend, and be with my son.
You keep proving time and time again that you are a very successful and dangerous fighter, and we love having you. Congratulations again, Nate.
Thank you. Can I say? First thing I want to say is thank you to all my friends and family and all my supporters. Thank you, all my sponsors. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, my teammates, everybody at New England Combat, everybody at Triforce MMA, everybody at Lausanne's MMA that's been helping me out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And last thing, Ethan, Daddy loves you.